We mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
Astral Touch Tadpole. That was so much, and it was so fascinating. But yeah, there is absolutely no hesitation that if it has physical alterations, if it has things that cannot be reversed, not interested.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, I'm just going to loot all these things. Globe of Invulnerability, nice one. Arcane Cultivation and Greater Healing, cool. Dominate Person, cool. Ooh, and Inscribed Githyanki Slate. Symbolic drawings etched over a forgotten text. Two figures, one an imposing female with a regal aspect, the other a devil, his face twisted with wry charm. Their hands meet in the exchange of an artifact. So this is Vlaakith making a deal with the devil to imprison Orpheus. A pouch with a healing potion. Okay, weird. Astral Globe of Domination. What is that? I'm assuming that's the spell he's cast to control? Oh, I can attack the crystals. That would be really silly. That would be very, very silly to do. That would be incredibly silly. I'm not going to do it.
Consider using the tadpole. Your evolution will be a benefit to us both.
Maybe if it's a choice between evolving and losing my dream life, or losing, in that case Eve will do it, because then she can save the world and give Karlach the life that she wants. But if I can do it without it, definitely doing that. Boots of Uninhibited Kushigo. They are not useful for anyone other than monks, and I assume there is no monk companion in this game. 2 druids, no monks. Do a load of extractions. Universal resistance. Oh, what is that? Universal resistance. Tell me about universal. Very rare. What does that take? Divine miasma. So that's divine bones. Or just divine. Yeah, I think that's divine bones. Bone shards of a dead god. Yeah, so incredibly rare. I've just saved, I'm curious. What if I click this?
The orb hums with cerebral magic. Permeable, but impenetrable.
It's a very cool design.
Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Fascinating. Alright, I think we're ready to leave now.
Here we go.
Actually, just before I do, what did I do with the, there it is. This parasite is capable of evolving you or another illithid infected companion into a new, more psionically powerful being. Through a thick coating of astral frost, though a thick coating of astral frost prevents this parasite from squirming, you feel an immense psychic weight, writhe and roil within. It has languished in the sea of dead gods for countless millennia, learning, gathering potential. It is something old, ready to become new again. It is ready for evolution. Well, I mean, we do have Will, and he loves changing in order to gain more power for the greater good. There are a few things Will loves more than doing something stupid for the greater good. Off we go. I think the floor wants to talk to me. New mysterious artifact. Ah, I see. Free Orpheus. We found out that the Astral Prism is a prism for the Githyanki Prince Orpheus. The mind flayer that calls itself the Emperor has been using the power to suppress. Whether we decide to trust the Emperor or not, we should find out if there's a way to free Orpheus. Kithrak Voss. A Githyanki knight planned to meet someone at Shares's Caress who knows how to free Orpheus. Oh god, what is Lae'zel gonna think? Are we just gonna stay camping here? Is Shihiro okay camping just bloody 10 feet away from a corpse. Alright. Well, like 30, 40 feet, but still.
So your mysterious artifact, tamer of parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay.
Like, he seems like a nice guy. Like, I know I was really, really suspicious of him at first, but he does have to kill people to survive, but fucking so does everybody, you know? If you eat meat, things die to feed you. And yeah, the ones he's eating are sentient, but they're also criminals. So he's deliberately chose to kill bad people, which if you're gonna kill people, if you have to kill people, they're the best ones to kill. So yeah, he clearly functioned very well in Baldur's Gate, in the city, without incident. So yeah, I don't see what the problem is. Better, actually, I know the artifact's true nature. Unclean, that thing was in my head. We still need the Illithid, is that going to be a problem? The Emperor was an adventurer like us, a protector of the city. That has to count for something. I don't think that last one will work, because yeah, people can change. That's not... Better, actually, I know the artifact's true nature now.
I suppose there is something to that. Illithids are monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you? I am not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
Nice. That's really, really cool to hear. But I don't... Apart from being uncertain what he would do if he got control of the brain, and, you know, if I'm going to be the one holding the stones, then I'm almost certainly going to have a lot more impact over what happens with them than he is. So unless he suddenly tries to betray us and take the stones from me, in which case we'll fight back, then there is no risk there. There is the fact that he has no soul, but being soulless it sort of doesn't matter in the here and now. That's afterlife stuff. That just means that when he dies, he's got nowhere to go. There is nothing to go. He'll just be gone, presumably. But, like, I don't know if... This is going to be such a weird thing to say. I don't know if dogs have souls in D&D. Like, Scratch. If Scratch dies, can he be resurrected? Because if he can't, if he is just a creature that doesn't have a soul, then effectively, he is the same as the Emperor. So if the soulless nature is irrelevant, and we know that he can coexist, the only unknown is his intent with the brain, which is frankly the same as bloody anyone. Look at Astarion, who's like, oh yeah, I can ascend to become a godlike vampire. What would Astarion do if he had the power of the brain? It's the same. Where someone comes from doesn't matter. It's what they do. Eve's family has a history of really evil stuff. Ayla's parents were terrible, but Ayla wasn't and Eve isn't. And the Illithid are terrible because they enact the grand plan of the Elder Brains. And Illithid that are broken are off from that, separate, individual, can be whatever they want to be. And if they end up helping people, if they end up doing good, then judge them on that. And that's what Eve is going to do. Until, like, he has given me reason to trust him now. Until he gives me reason not to trust him, I'm going to trust him as much as I trust Astarion. Quest complete. We learn that Prince Orpheus is trapped inside the astral prism. That is his history. It's weird that none of the others are here. I think that's because it's, like, still counted as the combat event or something, but I just have the party here.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power if we're willing to evolve.
I want to discuss the astral touch. Wow, I can actually offer it to one of them? I mean, I'll say it, but I'll see what he has to say. I want to discuss the astral touch tadpole.
We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it.
I intend to use it, unlike you to be so unwilling to receive a new power. Why don't you want to use it? I'm not going to ask you to use it. Why don't you want to use it?
I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over.
You're afraid what's a little pain, all right, I'll speak no more. All right, I can totally respect that. I will speak no more on the matter.
I had nothing for so long. Nothing. Not even my own body. I will not give it up. Now it's mine again.
Fair enough. The Emperor has offered us a special tadpole. We'll become partial mind flayers, but we'll get great powers in return.
Special tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Wow. Wow, where the hell did that come from? Here's me going to my girlfriend being like, so what do you think of this? And it's like, oh, I'm surprised you haven't. I understand if you don't want to make use of it, we won't speak of it again.
Thank the gods.
I mean, I knew she wouldn't go for it, but that seemed harsh. That seemed very harsh. Just because I asked her about it. Bloody hell. Okay. Oh, there's just a corpse right next to where we're sleeping. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. Is she gonna rename herself to Whiteheart? Sounds like a Care Bear. Hello.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Blood of the mother, who is he exactly? I know the answer to that. A mighty powerful prince if he can block out an illithid hive mind. What makes Orpheus such a threat to Vlaakith? Our dream figure is a mind flayer. Isn't that more concerning? No, because this is... yeah, this is affecting her entire life. What I propose is leaving him imprisoned until we've defeated the brain and then freeing him. A mighty powerful prince if he can block out an illithid hive mind.
And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
Really? Okay, that's not what I expected. 157, that's a lot of Vlaakiths. How does Orpheus fit in? Just keep silent, let it tell the story.
Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years.
Okay.
But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I.
It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Okay. This is raising questions. First of all, how on earth is Kithrak Voss still alive if he's the one who killed, in inverted commas, Orpheus, like, what, thousands of years ago? If there have been, like, what was it, 100 and something, 137, 127 Vlaakiths? Why is he still alive? I recognised the name, but I thought it might have been a title rather than a name. It's hard to tell with Githyanki. What happens now? Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise. It's just one Githyanki. Is he really that dangerous? Well, yes, he is, obviously. Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
I really feel like I've traded her fanaticism for Vlaakith for a fanaticism for Orpheus, but then maybe that's the Gith way, I don't know. I'd like to talk about Orpheus. The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power. God, she's going to hate this. Yeah. The Emperor's astral touch tadpole promises exceptional power.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be a void where our souls once resided.
Interesting. I suppose that raises the question of where the cutoff line is for losing your soul. I assumed it was Ceramorphosis, but maybe it's sooner. Are any of them going to want it? Like, I expected at least one to be up for it. It's fine, you don't need to use it.
I know. And I won't.
She almost smiled then. Let's talk about Orpheus.
What about him?
Why is he called the Prince of the Comet? Why did Vlaakith keep him alive? Who were the hostile Githyanki? Why is he called the Prince of the Comet?
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his Illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course.
Oh.
Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
I've just noticed that Lae'zel's armour has little embroidered skeletons on the cloth part. Why did Vlaakith keep Orpheus alive all those millennia ago? Watch out for the skeletons.
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Why would Vlaakith want Orpheus dead now if he's so valuable alive?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her.
Right.
Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape.
Yeah, fair enough.
Better to risk the rise of Illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Is it godhood? It feels like godhood in the same way as, like, the Egyptian pharaohs were god kings. You know, it's godhood because the Giths say it's godhood. You know, she isn't divine. She isn't... She probably doesn't even have any celestial blood or anything. Much as it pains me to say it, Aelin is probably more divine than Vlaakith is. She chose to essentially become a lich in order to keep her rule. Who were the hostile Githyanki in the prison?
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Okay, sure, on to other matters.
Very well.
She wants to meet Voss, so she's going to be all for saving him. I reckon I am going to be able to propose, let's wait until we defeated it, you know, just in case, given how fate of the worldy this is.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe.
Really?
It suits her.
Bright white hair is less severe than black hair. Okay. The Emperor promises incredible powers if we're willing to pursue them.
Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now. Not ever.
I would never disfigure myself for power. Sure. How are the horns?
Thank you.
Oh, they're doing very well, thank you. They're very shiny. I polish them every day. I know he didn't choose the horns, I'm just being facetious.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Sorry, were you talking? I could not look lower than your hair. I did notice that your eyebrows do not match it, which is very Game of Thrones of you. Oh, let's have a white blonde wig and really dark eyebrows. It's incredibly off-putting in Game of Thrones. Anyway, yes, something else I meant to mention earlier and forgot because dialogue is just get moving. There was a letter about like, oh, we haven't heard back from the captain we sent to retrieve it, the one survivor, and it's the Emperor. The Emperor escaped into the prism, and that's why they haven't heard back from him. So they probably think he's dead. Can we talk about the hair?
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
I mean, I kind of think, like you've gone, I mean, Isabel does look incredibly pretty. I was going to dye my hair white. What inspired the change? How did you manage it? If it helps you put the past behind you, I'm all for it. I love it. Not for me, but who cares? What inspired the change?
I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong. I do not belong to Shah. And I do not want to be adorned like one of her puppets any longer. The hair is just a gesture, true. But everything has a first step.
How did you manage it?
An unexpected benefit of my training. Any novice knows how to source the right herbs and mixtures to alter one's hair. Typically reserved for disguises and subterfuge rather than self-discovery. But I don't live by Shah's rules any longer.
I like that she does actually dye it. I'm glad it's not like, yes, as soon as I chose to defect from Shah, my hair magically changed colour. You know, I'm glad it is a conscious choice that she is making, rather than it being magically forced upon her. If it helps you put the past behind you, I'm all for it.
I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate.
I think that special tadpole the Emperor offered will increase our chances of... No, I don't. No, I don't. With all the others, I mean, maybe that's why Karlach reacted so badly, that is what I could have said to her. But with the others, it's just a case of, yeah, this is a thing that's being offered. What do you think? I'm not going to... Alright, I'm going to say it just because I think it's essentially just random, but I think that special tadpole that the Emperor offered could increase our chances of success.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole?
I don't like...
You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
I don't like that the only option for these is me suggesting it. Why can I not ask their opinions? Why is it, you should totally do this? And they're like, fuck you, why would I want to do that? I just want your opinion. Very well, if your mind is set, I won't try and change it. I agree with you. Bloody hell, it gets rid of the dialogue option, that's all I care about.
Fine. What's on your mind?
So, oh, actually, Shadowheart, tell me about yourself, Shadowheart. Selûne, deity, she has actually swapped. Okay, Clericus Selûne. Time to respec her again. Apparently, according to the D&D wiki, a quick search says that Selûne is associated with the knowledge, life, and twilight domains. Twilight seems the best fit, as far as I'm concerned. So I will be respecing her, and maybe Twilight, if that is an option. I can't remember if that's in the game. Apparently Scratch wants to talk to me. Speak with animals. Hey, Scratch.
In my mind.
What's up?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be, I would like to have the tadpole in my brain. What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
Salami?
All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Pretty weird thing to say, man. So I was down the market today and I saw a salami and I just thought of Eve. I don't know what it was. It's just... thank you.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night. But it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her.
Oh, yeah, of course. I can't offer him the tadpole, can I?
Oakfather preserve you.
Nope, he has no thoughts on it.
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her.
I really feel she should change her name. We've been given a gift. An astral touch tadpole with the power to grant you a new partial illithid form. Why would you pitch it like that?
I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
I don't want it. Kind of feels like he would go with it. I feel like if I choose the second one, it'll never come up again, even though it doesn't say I won't bring it up again. I'm going to save. Never mind, let's talk of something else. Yeah, okay, I can't bring it up again.
How can I help?
Some of the dialogue... Oh no, there it is. Some of the dialogue options in this game are very strange, but at least I can bring it up again with him. So that might imply that he is willing to do it.
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp.
Okay. I'm going to be a little disappointed if Isabel doesn't have a thing like, does Shadowheart's hair look familiar to you? No? Okay.
Looking forward to a bit of rest.
No, exactly the same dialogue she's had for the last 3 rests.
Begone, friend.
Oh, fuck you.
I have a darling to adore. Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Depends on the forehead. I mean, what? Okay, so I can offer it to each of them again. Interesting. Oh. What is this? What does that mean? I'm going to save, because that sounds ominous. It's been a while since we connected like we once did.
Yeah, I had the same thought. So much has happened between then and now. Maybe we just got a little caught up in it all. But I'm not going anywhere. I've got plans for the future, you know, and they involve you. I
mean, that's good. I was really worried she was going to say, yeah, we did get a bit caught up. Maybe we should, you know, I was going to say hit the brakes. It's not really a term they'd use, is it? Maybe we should call it a day, but I guess she does still like me.
Hey, you.
Oh yeah, relationship is exceptional. Thrilled with and very easily convinced by. Fair enough. Okay. Just getting paranoid, I guess. Bloody hell. Oh, Volo's note. Oh, Volo's gone. Oh, I didn't even notice. To whomever finds this note first, regretfully, a matter of critical import requiring my immediate attention has arisen. Not that your various misadventures are unimportant per se, but, well, regardless, the matter is far too sensitive to be committed to parchment here, so I shall regale you of it when we meet again in Baldur's Gate. Cordially yours, Volo Thampgedam. What a twat. Ah, there he is. I was trying to find Withers. He's bloody miles away. It's a big camp, apparently. Is the hairstyle different? Like, does she have less of a fringe? I'm not I can't... I think she does. Like, it does look different beyond the colour. Also, fantastic dye job, really. You know, going from pure black to pure white. Bloody hell, I can't imagine how much bleach she had to use. Anyway, I shall respec Shadowheart next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with more Baldur's Gate 3 soon. Subscribe for more board games, card game, miniatures, and TCRPGs kind of like this. And I will catch you later.